mix of genres.
What can make me feel this way, my girl? Hey, talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh, yeah,
hit him with the songs. No head nuts, boy, I had to break them off. If it costs a moving leg, I gotta bring them on. With it in the hand, you can even take them off. Something like you got to see the difference in your living now. Really, so it's time to think I'm on the street now. Think I'm on the street now. Why don't you break it down?
And when I say unique, I mean his voice. Like, there just aren't that many singers out there that can do what he does. I mean, it's some people just effortlessly can start singing, and you're like, that's the voice. That's that unspoken. I can't put my finger on it.
loosen my lips and let a little prayer I memorize what I just switched, and suddenly to my surprise, oh DJ, when you play my song, make me feel bigger than old King Kong. At the risk of this coming out wrong,
Hey, is someone getting the best?
the best, the best, the best of you.
Hey, is someone getting the best?
The best, the best, the best of you.
Hey, is someone taking your
Faith, the spirit, when you feel you just
Get 'em,
must
people.
confess.
Get 'em.
Someone
Hey,
getting the
hey,
best,
hey,
the
hey,
best,
hey, hey.
the best, the best of you.
Hey, 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 hey.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's not my lover.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's not my lover.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's not my lover. Billie Jean.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you wanna do with
We're thankful every day that we're lucky enough to have a singer that actually has a voice. There's a lot of singers out there, even successful ones, that honestly don't have the voice and still can do it. And we're very lucky to be blessed with Jaron because he has an amazing voice, and he's not too hard to look at either, so that doesn't hurt.
This is how Peyton tunes his guitar before action.
This is the way we tune our guitar.
Elliot loves how I tune the guitar.
3 words to describe Peyton.
3 words to describe Peyton. Laid back.
That's 2 already.
Oh, that is 2 words. Okay.
Very talented.
Like a theorist, or musical theorist. He knows music like the back of his hand.
Let's start over. 3 words to describe Peyton.
Structured.
He is outspoken.
Where he can kind of help with musical solutions. Another word for Peyton would be
Peyton is very outspoken. He's very talented.
You always know if you are talking about something, Peyton is going to tell you something about whatever it is that you're talking about. He might not know everything, but he knows something about whatever it is, especially music. And he's easily the most educated and knowledgeable person when it comes to music in the band. He's a great resource for all that kind of stuff. So in the writing process, when we're thinking about what if we did this or what if we did this, he's like, well,
And that's it, not another strike.
Yeah. Something's not meshing, like he can be like, oh, because that's an A minor 7, and that's not going to work in that spot.
Perfectionist.
this quarter, 3rd, 4th hyper note, then that would help you to transpose it to this and
Well educated. Just 2 words, but
He is very talented. He knows the stuff.
just a massive resource for music knowledge, which is extremely helpful in the writing process and really just in being a band in general.
I'ma walk you away, big line, like a man with a mission on fire. The palm trees, the birds, the bees are dreamed by the son of the sun. Got my desire
Life's fucked it up.
Elliot, my guy.
I'm on 3 words to describe you.
oh, good timing.
Just the right moment.
3, I thought it was just 1.
Elliot, 3 words.
3 words. All right. Peacemaker. Colt 45 Peacemaker. He is the member of the band that most often is able to make sure that things are going smooth.
simplify his awesome bass line so that it didn't
Might already.
flip.
Well, did you simplify it or did you change it to make it more unique?
So if I gotta go record.
Alright. And Elliot's leaving.
And he does a really great job of keeping everybody on track and making sure that we're moving in the right direction. Funky talented. I mean, if there's a way to combine funky and talented, that's like I've been playing music with Elliot for literally 16 years or something like that. We haven't quite figured out, the number, but it's been a long time.
Is down to earth. I know that's more than 1 word. I don't know 1 word to say down to earth.
Elliot's musical influence is one of those being Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Kesha.
One Direction.
Kesha.
One Direction.
Hey,
He's very humble as well. Humble guy, and he's a joy, man. I don't know. I can't describe him in 3 words either.
He's awesome at playing bass, but at the same time he has a personality that really helps us, if we're trying to battle and figure out like how a song should be, or what show we should do next, or how we should dress, and we're kind of bickering about it or whatever. He's the one that comes in and says, all right, let's relax, we both want the best for us, and he kind of helps us mediate and come with a final solution. So
We had to put a little more, and it was more. So.
Okay.
It's a quick, pretty quick fix.
Yeah, because we thought it was the frequencies.
Well, that was just supposed to suggest. But yeah, it was just they boosted them, so we pulled them back down into the realm of things.
Oh, we didn't cause too much headache.
I already used smart to describe Lou, so I don't want to use the same word. Intelligent. That's a good one there.
Very different.
Savvy, intelligent, and driven.
Got me on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
To describe Lucius. Lou is our drummer. 3 words to describe Lou. Militant.
What's it like working with Lou? Lou's my brother-in-law. I'm married to his little sister. I've known Lou for a long time. So when I started playing in the band, it was definitely a unique experience. And I think we learned a lot about each other that we would never have learned, even if we spent our lives in the family together, which we will. Just because being in a band with somebody is so intimate, and you're in such close quarters, and you're talking about personal issues and opinions, things can get really tangled up. But we struck a balance.
3 words to describe Lou. Motivated. Number 1, very motivated.
Accurate. And hate to say this, right.
I would say first off, just leader. Lou naturally becomes the leader.
Lou's a good leader. He's got a good direction for the band.
He's taken on a lot of responsibility for the band, taken a lot of initiative and done things that the rest of us might not have taken initiative to do on our own.
I guess that's why I'm talking on this video right now. Thanks, Lou. Lou's great. I love Lou.
And he keeps us motivated, which is super good.
He's done the band thing. He knows what works and what doesn't. With dealing with a lot of minds trying to work together.
Passionate, definitely passionate.
Rhythmic. Obviously rhythmic. He's the drummer, but at the same time, when it comes to singing and syllables and other instruments, he's able to help give ideas rhythmically to all the aspects of the band. If something we can't figure out why it's off, like he's able to come in and be like, well, I'm the rhythm guy and I know you aren't hearing the rhythm of that the vocals on that verse are off.
Like high-pitched kind of pretty stuff in the beginning before he starts.
Well, I think the rap is going to be doing the rap, right?
Before the rap, like in the very beginning, just kind of any sort of rap.
Oh, yeah. Start from the very beginning. I'll do some ad-libs on the little intro.
There you go.
But maybe if you did it like this and did, less words there or something, it would help clean it up. So, rhythmic, leadership. Another word might be,
talented drummer. I'm gonna say that's the word. Drum's good. Let's do that.
He drums good.
Drum's good. Yeah.
He's been there. He's done the band thing. He knows what works and what doesn't. With dealing with a lot of minds trying to work together, and people wanting to get mad at each other sometimes, or trying to create a song and it's maybe not going somewhere. He's able to give advice and leadership, even with shows and building everything. So leadership for sure.
Cause I practice, little bastards mad cause they lack this Olympic swag that'll make your girl backflip. I'm such a gymnast, you see these gemstones? Check it out. Hey, welcome to your little
He's got, hey man, this is a legit.
It's nice. It's just fucking way nicer than that. He's got, soundproofing on the walls, carpet, all that shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
The double door in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Are you recording now?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you record now?
Get used to it.
Oh.
So you get the I'm being recorded jitters out.
I don't have jitters being recorded. I like
Attention.
Yeah. I don't like cameras.
Yeah, that's you carry one around with you all day long and look at it.
I don't like
Full
the camera.
studio album is
Prince, look in the camera and tell me you don't like the camera.
I don't like the camera.
Now this is what a liar looks like.
Oh my god.
That's right there what that looks like. There you go.
Telling the truth, I don't like the camera. I like the camera.
I hear.
Telling the truth, I don't like the camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this later.
I'd rather have the stage.
3 words to describe Mr. Sean Prince Walker, aka Prince.
Sean Prince. Funny.
Sean Prince Walker, 3 words. High speed with a hyphen, so it counts as 1 word.
You know, he can get the crowd going and, you know, talk to him like his best friend on stage. So that's always a good.
There's not a better hype man, there's not a better energy on stage than Prince, because when he's out there on stage and you're playing live, you know that he's going to make sure the crowd's having a good time.
Say, first off, talkative.
Talkative.
Loud.
Loud
If Sean Prince is in the room, you're aware of it.
and awesome.
You know, even in practice, like if we're getting tired or, you know, at a show, if I'm sitting there on a slower song, kind of just vibing, like, he's the one that can, like, pull the crowd back and, you know, like, get everybody pumped and
Turnt.
How do you spell turn?
T-U-R-N-T.
Alright, I don't know. Okay, alright. Turn.
Me and Prince we're good buds. He comes from actually a musical background. He knows how to play piano. He doesn't call himself a musician because he doesn't necessarily play an instrument per se, but he's absolutely a musician. I have a lot of respect for Prince.
Lyric rhythm. If there's a word that combines lyric and rhythm, that's my second word for Prince.
lyrical because, you know, obviously he's a lyrical genius and out of nowhere he can come up with like a 300 word verse, like out of nowhere, just out of his back pocket, so, and memorize it.
Working with Prince is really cool. Me and him don't butt heads a lot.
That's a lot for the band. He plays keys, he plays a little bit of drums. He sneaks in there with almost singing. I don't know if I call it singing, but he makes noises that sound like singing sometimes on one stage. And I kind of look over, are you singing? He's like, no, I'm not singing.
He does more than he thinks in the construction of our songs and our chords.
When I say turn and funny, it kind of all goes together. He's probably like the jokester of the group. He's always cutting jokes. Him and I get along really well.
He thinks he just spits some lines, but he's actually pretty foundational in the writing process. So I really respect that.
Capability, you know, to be able to do the rap and the verses, and that's one of those things that separates us, you know, from a lot of other bands, that we can do some interesting things that others can't. It's so much fun to hear that, especially playing live. And there's not a better hype man, there's not a better energy on stage than Prince, because when he's out there on stage and you're playing live, you know that he's going to make sure the crowd's having a good time the entire time. He's out there working with them, interacting with them constantly, keeping the energy level and keeping the vibe good. And Prince, that's probably, of all the talents he has, his probably most unique and best talent is his ability to keep the live show rocking and keep everybody having a good time. He's just phenomenal in controlling the crowd. He's great.
And what goes around, baby, goes around, comes around, back around.
So the songs that we are doing for our current EP came together fairly easy.
So we kind of start with somebody's idea that could be something, or, you know, something they've been jamming on for a while, and we'll just start singing whatever melodies and ideas come out of our head.
We were just jam sessions, and we wrote a couple, you know, started off with hooks. It started off with maybe a verse, you know, somebody singing something we like, or Lou playing the drums, Elliot hitting the bass a little bit, some rhythm guitar, and then all of a sudden, in an hour, 30 minutes, hour, we have a song.
So this is our first album, a 5-track CD, and we recorded at Knothole Studios with Mr. Boo English.
Work with the engineer and producer Boo English. Super great dude. He made us feel at home. It was you know, we get in there and just get straight to work.
And then Mr. Boo, man, he is a talented engineer, and I definitely appreciate him.
Yeah, I've had people come down as I was working on tracks, and several people would come in and say the same thing. They'd be like, "Who's that? That sounds really good," you know. And one guy even asked me if it was Rage Against the Machine on one song, and
then you said yes.
So yeah, I mean, I thought, you know, everybody that's heard it thought they sounded really good. So.
It was good. It was probably, I mean, literally the best experience that I've ever had recording music.
And not only does he know what he's doing on the instrument side of things, he knows what he's listening for when he's recording. He knows how to get a nice crisp sound on the drums, on the bass, on the vocals. And if you mess up or if you're doing something wrong, he doesn't discourage you. He tells you like, listen, sounds good, but we can make it better. And let's make it better. Let's make a hit.
Everything was pretty much par for the course. Everybody was a pleasure to work with.
So when you're in the studio with Boo, you know, you're recording your part, or maybe he's listening to something that's already been recorded, and he's like, you know what? And we're like, here comes that nugget of awesome, great advice, and everybody shuts up. He's like, you know what? This might need this, and then he'll drop it on you, and you're like, it's better without it.
If you think it's better without it, that's fine. I will defer to your opinion.
It brings the chorus up when it comes in.
Alright, cool.
Oh, I never would have thought of that. And then we try it, and now the song has a little bit different edge to it, you know, because you have an experienced ear in there to help you kind of figure that stuff out. So
I like the songwriting a lot. You know, that's kind of what makes or breaks a project. You can make something technically audio-wise sound good, but if the songs aren't there, then you know it's only going to sound so good. And everything sounds, all the songs are good. So you know, and I like the style too. I like the funk. You know, I really like that kind of thing. It's fun to work on that. So.
I want to personally thank Lou for putting all of this together, man. Just because not only has he's done our first video, he gets us on shows, he found the studio, him and Elliot, but he put the band together and he put the right pieces together around. Like, we fit together, I don't know, like there's a lot of people I've been a part of and I've been around, but we came together just like that. And the genius level of Luke, he put that together. The genius level of Jaren, as far as vocal talent and his lyrical content, that's amazing. I'm fun loving. I like to rap. I like to, you know, vibe, but I feed off of energy. I'm an energy guy. That's just who I am. And he put the perfect pieces around to help me flourish, help Elliot flourish, help Peyton flourish, and help Jaren flourish. So, and help himself flourish. So, minutes and years, man, we're gonna be around for a while. Get used to us.
EP is edited fast, is that right?
I was told the wrong
Play.
I was gonna play too.
Well, I'm probably wrong.
Nobody really knows. I think it's just a.
But it's gonna be a 5-song tape. Let's just call it.
It'll be a what is it called? What are cassettes called?
VHS?
Those are big ones.
VHS is.
What were the little cassettes called? Just cassette?
Mixtape.
Yeah, they call tape.
Cassette tapes. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we have?
We should get some cassette tapes.
People do that. It's like
Hell no.
the hipsters are doing it.
You know,
Well,
record.
didn't they already do that with records?
Like the vinyls were in last year.
Vinyls are
They're still in, yeah.
cool. Vinyls awesome. Yeah, cassette.
The sound quality is garbage and
Cassettes are terrible.
it's bulky.
EP if it's only 5.
Yes,
He's
EP.
laughing.
Yes.
You don't need to laugh at it. It's a discussion, you know?
Yeah, EP. Well, I know what it is. I just said, what's EP stand for?
Yeah, what's EP stand for, Chuck? Oh, Mr. Know-It-All.
He's like Googling right now.
Fervently Googling.
But that's
Google
what
has all the answers.
Then we got to figure out release show. You got
I mean, we're
press
planning
for this, radio stuff.
We're planning as soon as possible. So as soon as we get everything aligned, after extended play is what it stands for.
Extended play. Okay, long. Extended. I thought it was edited.
So then it's an LP then, because extended is obviously longer than long.
All right, I'm Googling it.
He's Googling it.
How many people gonna Google the same thing?
What?
He said, nah, no need for Google.
All right, it's too late. It's too late.
Those hits at the end
You
sound
don't know
okay?
everything. You
I'm
ain't
never-
got all the answers, Sway. You ain't got all the answers. Look at this guy.
And
Oh,
EP.
Chuck. Now
Extended
you are
play.
on.
Blurry
That's
as
what
hell.
it's
Oh, well.
I'm focused on you back there. I can zoom in on you if you want.
Nah, I'm good. I don't need-
Extended
I don't
play.
need- I don't like cameras.